There's an acronym that's been common now for the last few years, and it's often connected to Trump worship. Maybe you're familiar with it. It goes FAFO. In today's breaking story, an over-enthusiastic Trump supporter just got FAFO'd, and as a result, he's trending. I have the full story for you next, and something I like to call
Trending.
FAFO is short for the F word, around and find out. It's a modern-day version of the Greek myth about Icarus. You know, the kid who flew too close to the sun and plunged into the sea? But in this case, it's a full-grown man who flew too close to Donald Trump, and it cost him everything. I'll share his unfortunate fate in just a minute, but first, let's see what else is trending today. You may have seen that yesterday I did a story on Kristi, Noem, Trump's Secretary of Homeland Security, being roasted on the latest episode of South Park, and her reaction today is trending. Have a listen.
Yeah, it never ends, but it's so lazy to just constantly make fun of women for how they look. Only the liberals and the extremists do that. If they wanted to criticize my job, go ahead and do that, but clearly they can't. They just pick something petty like that.
Noem just delivered a victim narrative claiming that the spoof was anti-woman, but playing that card doesn't really reconcile with the facts. Have a look at what she didn't reference that South Park was referencing, and judge for yourself if they were poking fun at her unique choices in life or attacking 50% of the population. And in related trending news today, South Park just made this their new profile image on X. And just one more clip in my trending report before I reveal that FAFO MAGA debacle. Watch as the bone-spurred Donald Trump makes a Purple Heart tribute about himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
This is 200 days already. Time flies. But we have a country that's the hottest country right now anywhere in the world. A year ago, it was in a lot of trouble. It's the hottest country, and a lot of the people in this room made it that way. Perhaps the most successful and consequential first 200 days, they say, of an administration in history. So let's hope they keep saying it. There they are right there. I hope they keep saying it. But even more importantly, this is also National Purple Heart Day, and we're here to honor and celebrate the unyielding patriotism and grit and devotion to America's Purple Heart veterans. Is great emotion and great love. Last year, after an assassin tried to take my life in Butler, Pennsylvania, Thomas generously mailed me one of his Purple Hearts. Many of the other veterans showed me the same unbelievable gesture of kindness, including three-time Purple Heart recipient John Ford and Gerald Enter Jr., who also came along with us and did us a great favor. Gerald, John, and Thomas, I want to thank you very much. What a great honor to get those Purple Hearts. I guess in a certain way it wasn't that easy for me either, when you think of it.
Donald, no one was thinking about you except for you. And now for the biggest bite in today's trending report. See how a MAGA entrepreneur who tried to cash in with a Trump-themed burger stand got fried and his life flipped upside down.
KHOU 11 confirming the owner of Trump Burger Restaurants, which has several locations in the Houston area, has been arrested by Immigration and Customs Enforcement and now faces deportation. ICE says Roland Biani, a 28-year-old from Lebanon, overstayed his visa after entering the U.S. back in 2019. He was taken into custody in May and is now out on bond as he awaits immigration proceedings. In a statement sent to KHOU 11, an ICE spokesperson told us, quote, "Under the current administration, ICE is committed to restore integrity to our nation's immigration system by holding all individuals accountable who illegally enter the country or overstay the terms of their admission. This is true regardless of what restaurant you own or political beliefs you may have."
This is where the pattern becomes painfully obvious. This burger guy is just the latest in a long line of people who learn that pledging your livelihood and future to Donald Trump is like making a deal with the devil. Just ask some of the January 6th rioters, many who lost their jobs, their savings, and in some cases their freedom with their mindless loyalty. And the same can be said about his first administration. One by one, many of the best people he bragged about were dismissed and disgraced. No amount of loyalty silenced the echoes of "You're fired" that rang through Trump's White House. And today, MAGA Nation is on the verge of a rude awakening as his cuts push deep into the social services they count on and his tariffs raise the cost of living. The same blue-collar folks who showed up at the rallies in Trump t-shirts and caps will be the ones impacted the worst. Just like that burger-flipping fan, they will learn that brandishing the name of Trump only shows devotion. It is not a shield from his destruction. I'm Dan. Thanks for watching. Please leave your thoughts with a comment below, and let's continue to occupy democracy together.
I hate Occupy Democrats.